But now I have Cheryl and Nadya with me, and we're going to have a very interesting little discussion here. Because what I was positing was, if there were a situation where you both had the opportunity to cooperate and co-work to help a client, let's say a client who, I'm going to create an imaginary client.
Okay.
Somebody who feels like she is stuck in her current situation from her past. She might have some anxieties from maybe childhood or teenage years, and just like they're not moving beyond their past, and they're using their past as an obstacle from moving ahead to accomplish great things. And let's say that they want to pursue a career in writing or move out of a current job, but yet they feel like they don't have the time, and they might have like victim syndrome. What would you do together? What would your process be? It's gonna be
Okay, go ahead.
It's like wrestling match, tag team, right? I think Cheryl goes into the ring first.
That's true. Like maybe you could like relax their muscles in a way. And
Well, you know, when people are stuck, it means something's going on. They can't move forward, they can't move back. And I try to figure out, and I try to listen to what they're saying about what it is they really want, what it is they really want to accomplish. And I try to listen for some of the nuances and some of the substance of what is they're saying in cognitive therapy. And I get an idea of where their path of moving forward is going to be. And in using imagery, I can either create that path while they're in hypnotic trance and suggest that they're moving forward, and just see where that gets them week to week to week until they start to take little baby steps. But generally speaking, if somebody's stuck, there's either a fear of failure or a fear of success. And those are issues you have to deal with separately besides them moving on their journey. Mm-hmm. And you got to figure out where that fear is coming from. You know, do you really want to do this? I mean, I can name you several celebrities, I can't talk, who we all have known have slipped from favor because they made a stupid mistake at the top of their game. And that's a fear of success, plain and simple. They, you know, they trip themselves up. So I would do the same thing for the client. I'm trying to figure out, where is this fear coming from? You know, what does it look like? What is your history? And then start sort of decreasing that fear on a subconscious level. Mm-hmm. And so, generally speaking, it can take 2, 3, maybe only one session for something like that. But it does depend upon how deep-rooted the fear is and how long they've had it, and if it's something that is... It's a very good-looking family.
I know.
If it's something that can be taken care of very easily, or if it's something that's, you know, deep-rooted in their identity and their family history and all that stuff, then it takes a little bit more time.
Yeah, it's, I mean, very subjective.
And, you know, people that are very successful or complete failures can have the same fears. It's just a different look in the mirror.
Yeah.
And so I try to, and you can't tell which one is which.
Exactly.
Just because they're not successful doesn't mean they don't have a fear of success.
So after Cheryl's done with the client, and now maybe they're feeling a bit more
free to create.
Free to create.
They can go forward.
How would you help the person?
I mean, if we're then, I do mindset, but I think it's great. Everything that she said is exactly like, you got to pinpoint where the stuckness is coming from. And once you start getting loose and you can move, then we can look strategy. And then we can look at what I talk about, which is, what is your essence? If we're talking about a creative person, if we're talking about a writer, what do you want to write that is not just what you're writing out of fandom or reverence for something that came before you, even if that's the reason you started to write, but what do you want to write about right now that's specific to you and no one else? Because we want to create, even though you're going to enter a competition and a market, we want to create a market of one. We want to create you, and what do you stand for? How do you position yourself as the unique being that your story has a unique signature that is yours and yours alone?
That's great.
That's beautiful. That's important. People, don't be afraid of being yourself, and don't be afraid to seek counsel of those who are a bit more experienced than you, and reaching different layers of higher consciousness and, you know, inner peace and authenticity. It just means that you haven't been met with these tools or opportunities yet. It doesn't mean that you're inferior than people who have those tools. It just means you don't understand how to use them. So go out there and approach Cheryl or Nato or myself, and I will connect you with them or other people that I know who could potentially help you. And again, happy Pride Week, happy Pride Month. It's kicking off this weekend, all kinds of stuff going on. Remember what I said, eyes and ears open about anything that's suspicious or creepy or amiss. Please report it. We need to be out there and moving forward with feelings of love, because I still feel, maybe it's naive of me, I don't care, that we can fight, or not fight, but treat hate with love. And I think that we have to continue moving ahead with that mindset. As easy as it is to say, you know, we're going to fight back, if we're fighting back, we are creating a certain feeling in our hearts that has some similarity with the perpetrators. So let's try not to do that. And again, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, guys.
Bye.